So, the fourth principle of resilient intimacy is self awareness. And this self connection is, as I said, the basis of connection with other. Self awareness is at the basis of our self connection. So, this skill is so important and fundamental to um, develop. And it's self awareness on different levels. So, developing the ability to bring awareness to our felt sense sensation in the moment. Many of us don't have that much facility with it because we are conditioned in our culture, in our industrialized culture that values the intellect and reason so much over emotions and embodiment. We're conditioned not to listen to our bodies and to override our bodies. So it's an innate skill. I mean, babies are all, they take in the world through their senses. It's all about embodiment. That's how they learn. And that's our innate state. So it's coming back to that innate full-bodied experience of the world and inner and outer world. So being able to develop that introspective awareness of how we feel in our bodies is very powerful. Also, powerful tool for healing trauma and for attunement with self and other. It gives us so much information. Okay, I'll tell you a story. So, years and years, decades ago, when I was dating, I remember I was maybe on my second date with someone, and we were out at a restaurant and we were talking, and I felt like somehow it was moving a little. Well, I didn't realize that. Actually, I thought, "Oh, I like this guy. I think I wanna, I'm interested." And then I started noticing that I was getting a stomach ache, and I was getting, like, all this tension in my gut, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a stomachache." We're eating, and I'm like, "Oh, this is really inconvenient," you know? And it dawned on me, like, "Oh, this is my body signaling to me I'm moving too fast for what I can digest, what I have to calibrate to my body, not just my mind or my heart." And I find that we do that often. We don't always um, listen to all the parts of ourselves, but we want it to be in integrity with ourselves. We have to develop that self awareness on all those levels. So there's our mind. What do we think we want? And there's also then overriding what we should, the stories we've been told we should be, how we should be or shouldn't be, how our hearts feel or what we desire or what we're feeling, and our gut. Like, what's our instinctual knowing? And what is our body telling us? The body holds so much wisdom. So developing that awareness is really potent. Then there's the aspect of self-awareness in relationship of like, what do we even want? Like, how do we communicate what we want or where our boundaries are with someone else if we're not aware of it ourselves? And I feel that this is also often the case. We don't even have that sense of awareness. Like, how many people, um, this is true for you as well, that I might not even know what I'm feeling or what I want in the moment, let alone have the language to communicate it or the know-how of how to communicate it in a way that increases the odds of it being received positively, and being honored or being, you know, just respected. Like, even, oh, I can't meet that need, but I respect that you have that need. Right? So the self-awareness of developing that and practicing. Yeah, I experience that a lot, not knowing what I want. Yeah. And so that's something that in the group we'll have the opportunity to practice, communicate, like tuning into ourselves. And what is it? What is it that I want around this? Or what is it that I'm feeling about this? And be able to share authentically and be able to practice communicating. It's like this I don't know what the word I'm thinking of, but it's like this sacred cauldron to practice intimacy skills, intimate communication skills, where it's safe because we're a community that we're deepening in and building trust, and there's a containment and an agreement that we are in this together and supporting each other to be able to share in this way. And be able to grow those skills, because when we can do the self practice, but then when we get into relationship, when we're in the moment, it's like, oh, how do I even tap into that and express that? And I know it's something that for me, I need more practice in that as well.